Hello and welcome into another video. Today we are comparing two different ships. We all know the Firebird came out very recently, and it's a missile boat that's kind of stealth. It has 12 size 3 missiles on it. It's very, very fast. But I wanted to compare it to something. And I wanted to see how it stacks up with the Talon Shrike, which is also a ship that's kind of stealthy, also a missile boat. And, you know, the Talon Shrike has 24 size 3 missiles, and it also has 2 size 2 weapons for the pilot. So they are in kind of the same class. There's some obvious and glaring trade-offs if you're going to consider either one of these ships. So what I want to do is I want to look at both of these ships today, and I want to compare them and maybe see which one is maybe right for you. So let's get right into it. I think today we're going to go ahead and start with the Talon Shrike, because this ship is accessible to everybody. I mean, so is the Firebird, right? But the Firebird would only be accessible for you for 2 days if you decide to rent it. It's $185 in the store, and it's probably going to be a few months before it comes into the game. But if you like the style of gameplay of, you know, using the missiles to take down targets, maybe there's a ship that you can already use. So for this particular test, we are going to use ERTs. Not ERTs, but HRTs. Goodness.
Launch complete.
But before we do that, let's take a look at the speed of this Talon Shrike. So we have a nav, not a nav, but an SEM speed of 225. Under boost, right at 481, 42. Okay, not terrible, but it's not great either. And we OSP looks like at 1200. I'm using two FR66 shields, and I did put the same type of missiles on the ship, so we're using the size 3 EM missiles. So let's see what we can do. The quantum effect of the Shrike is also very, very cool. So that's, I guess, you know, if you like this type of aesthetic, that's a point in its favor. But that's subjective. We're mostly trying to look at the performance of these ships.
Quantum travel complete.
Well, this was going to be at Repel, it looks like. So this could get interesting because there could be some players out here as well. 37 players. Okay, they're working. There's a lot of bugs with the HUD when you go between nav and SCM mode. Let's queue up these Thunderbolts. Now, the tactic that I want to try to use is I want to not get as close in. I know that we kind of have to get close to shoot these missiles, but I know for sure
Missile locked.
that this can't take a lot of shots. Shoots one at a time.
Target destroyed.
Very effective. We didn't have to get close to our target hardly at all.
Contact.
It's a hurricane.
Missile locked. Target destroyed.
The other hurricane.
Missile locked.
Seems like with the Shrike, you can be a little bit more literal with your missiles because you have more.
Target destroyed.
I gotta say, this is actually pretty satisfying to do. And the Shrike, this thing flies well in ammo. It's not like it's a slouch. I mean, it's not as fast as maybe the, maybe it's a Firebird, but it flies really well. Like, look at this. Flies very, very well. Look at that. Let's see that one. Let's look at this flight characteristics. Really, really good. Alright, let's go and pick up the... Let's go pick up the Firebird, shall we? That was actually quite satisfying. I get why people would want to use this. That was fun.
Quantum travel cancelled. Contact. Missile locked. Hydrogen fuel, 75%.
Kind of hard to get away.
Missile locked.
This thing's tanking missiles.
Missile locked.
Got a little bonus kill right there. Bro, how did this thing go to the pad, bro? Kidding me right now? Oh my god, bro. Alright, we're having landed Firebird now. The ship really needs no introduction. It has all the new sounds. 1400 meter top speed. And I believe an escalating speed of 240. As I said before, 2 pilot controlled weapons, 2 size 3s, and 12 size 3 missiles. FR-66 shields. let's get it. We got a slow flight of this one, but that's okay because the ship is quite fast. Although I do wish Master Modes would have came out with all of the flight model complete, like quantum boost and control surfaces, and maybe people would be a little bit more receptive, but that's neither here nor there. We're talking about chips today. So it's working. Keep our missiles. We're still a little bit ways out, but I wanted to make sure that maybe not use 4 because we don't have that many. Don't want him. Fucking game. Are you serious, bro?
Contact. Missile lock. Contact.
Missiles do shoot a little bit quicker out of this one. Missiles. And I'm out. Bro, imagine if I would have shot 6 that first time. I'll have to come in here and fight. These are pretty bad.
Shields under fire.
Climb maybe a little bit. Go vertical. I have to tell you guys, this thing was not this bad in the EPTU. In terms of like its flying.
Shields under fire.
I don't know if they changed some things in the flight model, but it was not this bad. It was actually a lot better. Hurricane. Stay away from that. Okay, I do want to give this thing another shot because I feel like this target lock thing is let me reload my missiles. Jesse.
Contact.
Freelancer Max. We can give him one more.
Missile lock. Contact. Kill.
Worked well that time.
Missile lock. Contact. Missile lock.
And just like that, we're out of missiles. So it's I would say it's not particularly good at the role you would want it to fulfill. And it doesn't really have the kind of weapons that you would want to have in a dogfight, because 2 size 3s, even if you're using cannons, just aren't.
Contact. Contact.
There's a bunch of ships down here too. There's a red line core down here still. Like, you don't have enough missiles to even do like an ERT. I mean, sure, you have enough missiles to take out your target, but I mean, there's usually more than one ship, and if I were to go down there and get close, especially in this thick atmo, like, I'm gonna be at an extreme disadvantage. Okay, so what do I think about the Firebird? I think the Firebird is honestly kind of a letdown, and I'm gonna explain my reasoning for that. In the PTU, when this ship was in the PTU, it flew exceptionally well. I don't know if they changed something in the flight characteristics of this ship that made it somehow worse to fly in the live model, but it's not flying particularly great. In moons and places with low atmosphere, it's wonderful. In 0G, it's wonderful. But it's like the expectations versus reality, right? So in the trailer for this ship, when they were announcing it, it was flying through the atmosphere, and it was in the canyons and low flying even. And I don't think that's something that you could particularly do with this ship. You probably could low fly, but not the way that they were flying it in the video. And even then in the video, they were, you know, they didn't even go into SCM when they shot the missiles. The ship never slowed down like at once in that video. But that's not to, you know, really get on CIG's marketing team. It's really to say that this ship is, I don't think it's as good at its role as the Talon. It does have redeeming qualities in, you know, in terms of its speed. It's a very fast ship. And in master modes, you want ships that can negotiate distance. And this ship can do that very, very well. You can get in and out of fights quickly. But the problem is that even with the 12 size 3 missiles, you guys saw it earlier, if you miss a volley of missiles, like I only shot 3, right? And then I was down to 9. So, and that really, you know, hurt me in that fight. So if it's an engagement that you want to get in and out of quickly, you know, I think that it's not good. On the other hand, when I was flying the Talon, I had 24 missiles, so it allowed me to be a little bit more liberal in how I was using my missiles, and I was able to stay at range and just pick off the ships and get out of there. You know, I wasn't able to do that the first time with the Firebird. So I do think that in this case, and I do like this ship, guys, don't get me wrong, but I do have to be honest. I feel like the Talon is probably going to be, for its role, okay? For its role, I feel like the Talon is a better choice. It flies better in Atmo. It's much more agile in Atmo, and it has more missiles. So you can effectively deal more damage to a target than you could with this ship. Even with its upgraded, even with this ship, even with the Firebird having the upgraded weapons, I think I'm going to have to be honest and put my biases about how I feel about the looks of the ship, how I feel about the speed of the Firebird. I'm going to have to give this to the Talon. Thanks for watching. If you disagree, agree, comment down below. Let's have a conversation about it. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.